Hello Tanky, this is the Tanky commentary video. I am MafiaX on Star Series Season 2 Finals E-Guards vs Arcade Round 1. Now we see that the map here is Red Alert on a 6 vs 6. Arcade here has Pard Ishoma, Ajik Jan, 007, Gainstall, Tom Red 1. Officer 777, Spravonik, Cot 9, Holly Hero, Shadow Fire, and Simgrand are here for E-Guard. Now we see that this is going to be a 6 on 6, 2 Smokies inside the game, 1 on each team, and 5 railguns on each team. Now the match is starting inside 20 seconds as the players are still exploring the map and soon are going to get back to their positions before the game starts. Now, there are 10 minutes left in the game and the players are getting to their starting positions. 10 minutes up, the game is starting, and we can see that E-Guards are making a very aggressive starting push as Arcade are making a semi-defensive layout. We can see that Arcade have run some units up to the middle of the battlefield as E-Guards are desperately getting into their base. Now we can see that Holly Hero Alex has already made in the base, getting super badly damaged and finished off by Pard. We can see that Sprofnik and Chad of Fire are also getting very close to the base, but Spartonik is getting flanked on both sides and gets taken out by Pard. We also see that coming up is Kato 9 and Semgran, both getting into the base. Kato 9 is getting very badly damaged, and Semgran has just been shot and is almost dead as well. Now we can see that Kato 9 has just been taken out, and Semgran has already been killed from the battlefield as Officer 777 on 2 drugs has entered the base, missed the base guard, and is hiding behind the barrier. Now we can see that Holy Hero XX and Shadow Fire both have made it, and Cot is also making it on the right. Now we see that the E-Guards kinda has Arcade inside very trapped position, and Cot 09 goes for the flag, is being blocked, but still lives, and the enemy has been taken out, and Cot 09 runs off, followed by Semgran. Now we see that Cot 09 just got shot. Semgran takes the follow, and also is a very, very good save by Officer 777 as he goes for the base. Now, Ice Shama makes a very risky grab for the flag and attempts to stall E-Guards so they could return their flag. Right once they were about to return, their ally just got killed, and Sham is being taken out by 3 enemies, and once killed, E-Guards have captured their first flag. Now we can see that E-Guards are bringing back into position, and the Arcade is retaliating, bringing their units back, and E-Guards have started their offensive push for a second time to get the flag again. Now we see that E-Guards have their flag taken and getting really far, taken out, but still is being followed, but they actually do manage, and Gainstall just brought the flag back to the base, taken by Pard, and brought into this narrow alley behind the base, where Pard and Jan 007 manages to play a trick, dodging the enemies and efficiently capturing the flag. Now at a one-on-one, both teams have potential to get the flag and win the actual game at a 6-minute battle. Now we can see that not a lot has been happening. It seems like E-Guard has 4 units pushing back up to Arcade's base. A 5th coming up, Cot 09 is unchallenged as he enters the base, and Semgard also is coming in. barely survives, but is killed off. Now it seems like Cod09 has managed to grab the flag, and it runs off and gets an unlucky flank on both sides just as the enemy has spawned and taken him out. Semgran also tries to get the flag, but he is killed, and followed by Alex, who also has been killed very quickly. Now we can see that Chado Fire is coming up, just gets killed, and the enemy is making a retaliation to get back to the flag in order to grab it and win their game. Now we can see that Sprovnik is just grabbing the flag once he got shot, and we can see that Cot9 is coming in with Semgran following him, and Cot9 just stalls the enemy as Semgran grabs the flag and makes it for home. Now we can see that Semgran grabs the Nitro, and he's getting into the base, makes a smooth return for the flag, and captures the flag. Now we can see that Arcade is at a very risky position at losing at one flag as the enemy makes another push back into their base. Now Arcade has to do whatever they can. They have a 5-minute mark to capture 1 or 2 flags in order to tie or win the game. Now we can see that Semgran has just flipped over there, and the enemy is going up to shoot him, but just gets shot and misses the shot. Now Semgran is back up, and he goes for the flag, and he hides in the corner to avoid being killed. He just got missed. He's going in, and attempts to grab the flag again, but is shot. Now we see Cot09 is also going in, but he's being stalled by the Arcade unit, and the Arcade just manages to save their flag, but Shot of Fire comes up and grabs the flag. To be shot, and Holy brings the flag back out of their base. Now we see that Holy is making it very far. It seems like that he is home free, and he is unchallenged and gets the flag back into his base. Now we can see that Egars are winning 3-1. Arcade has to make a very powerful push in order to grab the flag again, but it seems like that the Egars are still grabbing the flag. It's a very, very dangerous situation for Arcade at this point. It seems like that Egars are making their 4th push to grab the flag again, as Arcade also makes an attempt to grab the flag in order to at least tie the game. Now we can see that Officer 77, Semgran, and Holy Alex all are making their way back into the base to try to grab the flag. But we can also see that the enemies from Arcade are also making a decent push to get very, very far into the base. Now we see that both flags are still in the base, but then E-guards have got their flag taken by Object, and Object is making it very far into the game, gets shot and is killed very quickly. Officer manages just to miss the flag as Officer returns it. Now we can see that both teams are attempting to grab the flag. E-guards winning 3-1. It seems like that Arcade cannot win anymore at a 3-minute mark in the game. As we can see here, the Holly Hero XX had hid behind the barrier, while Pard at very low life has the flag inside their base. But it seems like Pard manages to survive the attack from Semgrand, and he continues carrying the flag, and he drops it for Jam as he goes back out to fight the enemy. Now we see that Jam is at a moderately high health as he's gonna drop the flag and he's gonna hand it over to Gainstall. Now Jan is also making his way to the field trying to kill Officer, who's playing a hide and go seek, but there are 4 units coming up. This could be very potential danger for Officer, but he just manages to survive the attack as his allies fend off the enemies. Officer just got missed, and he passes the flag to Cod as he goes back into the battlefield. Now it's a very risky play for Arcade, for they only have 2 minutes left to make a 2-flag push. Now we see Pard is still at a very high health. He's inside the base with the flag. We see Cod passes the flag to Sprovnik as he goes out, but there are 2 enemies that are actually flanking Sprovnik right now, and it's a very dangerous position for E-guards as their flagger gets flanked, killed, and the is returned and Arcade makes their capture. Now we can see that both Egars and Arcade has all their units at moderate health coming back up, retaliating, and Arcade still has a chance for their having their third flag brought back in the battlefield. Arcade had made a 2 flag push within 2 minutes. Now we can see that Arcade is still going for the kill to get a 4-3 tie in the game. E-Guards were at a very advantageous position, lost it within 2 minutes, but they are still making a very strong push to get back to the flag. Now we can see that both teams are doing very strong. There's only half a minute left in the game. E-Guards are trying to make their last push to get the flag from Sumgran, but it appears to be that they're being very badly chased. They just managed to bring the flag back, but they are very quickly killed, and the enemy manages to stall them for long enough and bring the flag out, and it seems like the Arcade would have won the game if the game hadn't ended right there. And that was a beautiful play from Arcade, managing to get 2 flags and tying the game inside a very powerful losing position. Very well played for both teams, and it ended up in a draw with both teams at 3 flags. This is MafiaX signing out.